All right, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
End of the day, it might make the relationship work, but are you true? And with Dejounte, as y'all know, he's more of a quiet person. He's more reserved. He doesn't go on. Well, he wasn't going on the internet doing all of that. You get what I'm saying? So with me being hype, liking to hang out with my friends, party, whatever the case may be, people felt like that relationship wasn't good because she's this way and he's that way. So I felt like I had to kind of dull myself down just to make it look good for y'all. But in reality, y'all don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Y'all don't know how this man acts behind closed doors. So I feel like in any relationship, and that was just an example, be true to who you are. Never try to limit yourself or dull yourself out to make it work with anyone. Because at the end of the day, it might make the relationship work, but are you truly going to be happy with yourself? Are you truly going to wake up every morning like, yes, I feel good about this? No, you're not. So either they like it or they don't. Be true to you. People think being with someone with money will automatically make you happy, automatically fulfill your dreams. You will automatically have a great life. And that's far from the truth. Because at the end of the day, everyone is human. People with money just have more money than you, but that doesn't change the fact that they still have emotions, they still have trauma, they still have all these things that they're going through. They just have the money behind it. So I don't feel like it's going to change nothing. Like it doesn't fulfill you. Now, unless you with the right person, they grew up in they're just the happiest person in the world, then maybe. But if you're with someone that still has their own issues and you're dealing with your issues and you're thinking,
give me a second. Before I continue to play this video. She's saying a bunch of nothing right now.
Shut up, bitch.
She's saying a whole bunch of nothing right now because anytime, see this is where you know when they really don't got shit on nobody. They always got to bring the other person into it. Like instead of standing on your 10 toes and believing in what you believe in, saying the things that you say, you always got to bring up some other bullshit. So did y'all catch the part where she said that, well, y'all don't know what this man got going on. Y'all don't know what happens behind closed doors. Y'all don't know. And mind you, that's factual. That's factual, but we can only go by the information that's given out here to us, right? So she said that Dejounte is more of a reserved type of guy. He don't go out like that. He ain't out there in these streets like that. He kicking it. He chilling. He ain't out there. He ain't in the mix like that, right? But she is, which is one of the reasons why he left her. But now it's the whole fact of, well, just because he got money don't mean that he got everything together. Don't mean that's gonna be a great relationship. Which again, I agree with. But in the midst of this, in the midst of everything that's going on in regards to this, you just upset that he left your ass because he didn't want you in the club and you still wanted to be in the mix. You wanted that motion. You wanted the visibility. You wanted to be out here fucking around. Now, mind you, and I'm not necessarily saying that she's fucking around with anybody. I'm not saying that, but she just want to be out. She want to be in the streets. And again, this goes back to what I always talk about. Yeah, I understand money ain't everything, but money can drive a lot of different things. And what pisses me off, and this is the thing that really pisses me off, the women who truly would thrive in the position of being with the person that takes care of everything. Everything. I mean, they got you locked in. They don't disrespect you. I mean, that they take care of you. They're the ones that still got to work the 9 to 5s. They're the ones that still got to be out here grinding and shit like that. They're the ones that still got to be out here grinding and shit. But it's always the shitbag women who end up with these niggas with a lot of money, and then they want to complain. It's like, bitch, what you complaining for? You got everything you need. Oh, what? He told you to shut the fuck up a couple times? All right, it is what it is. You probably talk too much. Shut up. Like, what you... Go find something to do. Go clean the house. Like, why you need to be in the mix for? What you need to be seen for? What you need to be visible for? Don't nobody need to know, bro. Nobody needs to know that you exist. You had an NBA player on your hands. That's about as much visibility that you need to get. That you just need to know that you attached to him. But y'all got this, and y'all claim it's always y'all claim men got egos. Y'all claim men got the hugest egos, but yet and still y'all be the ones that got the biggest fucking ego. Well, I just gotta go get a job because I just can't be up under a man. I can't do that because I gotta make sure I have my own. I gotta make sure I have my own money. Egotistical broad. But yet you want a soft life. How you gonna do that? Pick one. Pick a struggle, dog. Pick a struggle. What else, Spaces? Then they weren't going to ever work out. They had different priorities. Yeah, of course, they had different priorities. Facts. And again, this is where I gotta. And again, this is where trying to save a thigh pocket. Like, hey man, you should have just kept ass out there in the streets. You should have went with somebody else. I don't understand, bro. I don't understand, bro. I don't understand what's up with these niggas who get money and then they want to go and get these bitches that's out here in the mix. Dog, no. If you got bread, and I'm talking about bread. I'm talking about you like that. You out here you got real fucking motion out here, right? You need to go and find you one of them chicks that's way ducked off. She got one of them social media platforms where nigga she under 800 followers. I'll give you 1,000. She under 1,000. She under 1,000 followers. She don't post that much on IG, if anything at all. She might got 1 or 2. Her shit private. On her TikTok, she ain't got a lot of posting going on. She may just watch a lot of shit on TikTok, but she don't post shit on it. But she just got the platforms. Like, she real deal not in the mix at all. She low key as fuck. Like, you would not have any issue when you walk out, when you pop out in the street with her, you know for a fact, don't nobody know who she is. You know for a fact. You can walk out in full 100% confidence, knowing like, yeah, I know nobody don't know her. Yeah, I got her. I literally got her from, nigga. I brought her up out the shadows. You hear me? And make sure, and she's one of those, and also understanding that she's one of those type of big individuals that she likes to be in the shadows. She don't need the spotlight. She just want to be on the background. She want to be chilling. She don't need the visibility. She don't need that shit. She just stand in the cut, playing her part. That's the type of woman you want to look for, especially when you got a lot of money. But any man overall, that's the type of woman you want. You want a chick that's in the cut, bro. She ain't got to be out here in the streets like that, bro. Like, y'all need to be doing the most.
Okay, well, I'm going to use you for a come up. It'll never work. A lot of people think, oh, I'm going to go have a baby with someone and a millionaire or whatever, and I'm going to be good. I'm going to be set for the rest of my life. But look on the internet. You see it every day. These girls have these babies by these men and nothing changed. So all I can say is live for you. Don't go out here trying to chase something that you know nothing about. Yeah, it's cool, it's fun. Do what you please. But if you're looking for true happiness, make sure that you're happy with yourself first before you put yourself in the situation. I feel like dealing with people with money has completely shifted my mindset because it made me realize I want to be independent. Like, I went through the phase of being in a relationship, getting out of a relationship, working, being in a relationship, getting out of a relationship, now I'm working again. And throughout it all, like, I just feel at peace when I'm making my own money, I'm making my own moves, I have my own stuff going on, and I feel like that's something that I need to work on. When I get in a relationship, I cannot just drop everything. I need to go do what I do for the day, you do what you do, and then we come together and we say, how was your day, whatever. If I'm sitting in the house and you out doing whatever you doing, the only stories I'm gonna hear is what you got going on. Then it leaves me like, oh, I'm kind of boring now. So now I'm questioning everything that my whole existence. But what I must say, now I know what I need, what I want to put up with and what I don't want to put up with. And I have to be with someone that understands this is what I want to do. Either you like it or you don't. If you don't like it, okay, let me know that in the beginning so I can go ahead and go about my business. But I don't feel like I'll ever put myself in a position where I'm completely 110% depending on someone ever again. That's just not happening.
You didn't play your position right. You didn't play your position right because you feel boring. That's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be boring. You don't need all the accolades. You don't, bro. Listen. I wanna break something down to y'all. I do. I'll just give you a quick analogy. If a person that's a multi-millionaire, they worked their ass off, they got it out the mud, they hustled, they bustled, they went through the ringer to get to where they are as a multi-millionaire, but they never were able to obtain a bachelor's or a master's degree in college, right? But then this other individual who comes up to you, they got this, they're all high and mighty, they're, they have this thing about them because they have this certificate of a bachelor's degree or a master's degree or a PhD, whatever the case. But you don't have the multi-millions to, to actually, you don't have the multi-millions to actually, I guess you can look at, I don't know how I want to say this. A person that has multi-millions and then this person who has these certificates, who bachelor's, master's, PhD and shit, right? And they're trying to talk down on the multi-millionaire. And it's like, fam, what are your multi-million dollars doing for you? I mean, what is your degrees doing for you? If anything, you probably gonna get hired by that multi-millionaire. He's probably gonna be the one that's gonna hire you. While you're trying to talk down because you got your degree. So what difference does it make? And so in this case, her as the chick that's playing the background, you got a man that's making millions of money, you attached to this man. What do you mean if you're boring? Yeah, you should be boring. Both of you don't need to have motion going on. And from what it looks like, you were pregnant in one of these videos. So what motion do you need? Other than just taking care of this kid and making sure the house is straight. I'm not understanding what world are we living in. Like, everybody is living, a lot of these women are living, they have this boogeyman complex. I don't know what they went through in their life to the point where it's, oh man, I just gotta I will never do this again because next time I gotta make sure that I'm able to do this, because like y'all got this boogeyman complex, bro. And from what I know, he left you because you didn't want to stay out the streets. You didn't want to stay out the streets. All you had to do is just stay home and play your position, bro. That's all you had to do. Just play your position. And mind you, if you played your position fairly well, you probably could have used some of the money that he was making to fund the business that you wanted. Like, y'all niggas don't think, man. Y'all got this fucking ego shit, bro. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all talk about men. Oh man, they so egotistical. Nah, I disagree. I'm confused. She's talking in circles. Yeah, she definitely is talking in circles. She's definitely talking in circles. And I think it's more so she's coming from a bitter place. She's coming from a bitter place. And the fact that he had standards and the fact that he had boundaries that she wanted to overcome. I feel attacked with the degrees. Listen, don't feel attacked. Don't feel attacked. Because it's the ones that do have degrees, but then they think that that's a That's a means of prestige. At one point, yeah, it used to be a prestige to have a degree. I got a degree. It used to be a means of prestige at one point of life, but now it's just like it just ain't nothing but a piece of paper. It's like a diploma now. That shit don't hold water. Unless depending on what type of field you in. Might let me add that in. Depending on what type of field you in too. So that makes a huge difference. So I mean, yeah. She fumbled her dude. She fumbled her guy. That was her bad. She fucked up. She didn't play her position well. Now there's gonna be another chick that's gonna come in that bitch and do what she's supposed to do. I just don't have an NBA man. Facts. I feel that. But now y'all let me know.